everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out Empty Box by ATEEZ. We already checked out the album, and this was definitely the heaviest song from the album in terms of like the emotions of it. It was absolutely beautiful. It was incredibly mature as well. So I'm very, very excited to see what the music video would look like. And, I wonder if we're going to touch on some other stuff within the song. But if you're interested in my full reaction, it is available in the ATEEZ playlist, which is going to be attached somewhere to this video here or in the description. If you are by any chance interested in extra ATEEZ content, check out the Patreon. We have ATEEZ on Coachella week 1 and 2, as well as One Tease. The last time we checked them out, we checked out episodes 19, 20, and 21, aka Drunk Tease, which was a lot of fun. And this week we'll be checking out more of One Tease. Well, I'm doing those reactions on a bi-weekly basis, so if you're interested, check it out. A few other stuff that relate to ATEEZ include a couple of live performances here and there from like various award shows that they've done. So you can check out the full list on Patreon. There's a pinned comment which will lead you to a spreadsheet document. You can click on ATEEZ in the band's selection, and it will give you everything that we have. We have like their episode with Jesse Shoterview, as well as the fill in the blank episode with Woonyong. So if you're interested in that, and maybe there's a little bit more, there's maybe a reaction to one of the episodes on Weekly Idol. And with that being said, let's get into Empty Box by ATEEZ. Let's go. It's empty. Sorry. I do love the crooked angle though. Nice symbolism of life turning upside down. I'll always miss you.
I gotta move on. 가득한 흔적 쌓인 먼지도 털지 못해 난 멈춰버린 내 방에 가둬둔 기억 이젠 보내려고 해 창문을 열어 I gotta move on. It's time to move on. 영원할 것 같던 그 빛나던 추억 시간 속에 묻고서 흘려보낼게 알아 나만 잡고 있던 당길 수 없는 실이었단 걸 말야 I've been searching for an empty box that's what I need 내 방 서랍 속에 남긴 너의 기억이 비 내리는 날처럼 만들어 여전히 이젠 보내야 할 것 같아 And I'll never miss you I'll never miss you And I'll never miss you
I also love the blue lights behind them to convey like a little bit of like feeling blue depression, coldness.
So far away 새로 무엇도 채우지 못해
I love the live vocals. It's so much more visceral.
지나간다 사라진다 흔적도 없어진다 뜨거웠던 밤도 꺼진다 따뜻함도 식었다 무의미한 시간 같아 또 안고 떠나갔다 널 바랬고 바래진 나 해줬고 버려졌다 뭘 간절히 바라보고 있을까
I really love the fact that they're like, even though it's like technically a special clip, it's more of a live clip, not necessarily a music video, but they're literally like conveying like a double meaning with the visuals, because one is like the pretty visuals, the stylized, and then you have a visual that almost like resemble a VHS tape, which is very raw and real, which showcases the fact that, you know, within the music video, there's obviously, like, we talked about it in the original reaction. So, you know, if I don't talk too much about the meaning of the song, my apologies. We already did that. But just to touch a little bit on, uh, they're like expressing like almost like stages of grief after, whether it's a relationship or just losing someone, and trying to convince yourself that you never missed them in the first place, or that that person wasn't didn't mean to you as much as you um, seem seem to think, and you're just trying to, you're basically in denial, you're trying to get over it and trying to bargain, deny, argue, before you finally come to consensus towards the end of the song, where they're talking about how I wish you uh, basically more than you and I ever had together. If you ever felt the same way as I do, then I wish you to have better things than you did when we were together. To basically touch on the fact that, hey, maybe I wasn't, you weren't the best option for me because you were cold to me, but maybe I wasn't that good of an option to you either, because I made you feel things that you weren't supposed to feel when you are in a relationship with someone, regardless of what kind of relationship it is or what it is that you missed. So I do love the fact that, you know, the VHS looking tape, kind of like, it's more grainy, it's more cropped in, almost like being real. And then you have the other visuals, these visuals that are a little bit more stylized within like the music video special clip aesthetic, which is really, really cool.
지나간다 사라진다 흔적도 없어진다 뜨거웠던 밤도 꺼진다 따뜻함도 식었다 무의미한 시간 같아 또 안고 떠나갔다 널 바랬고 바래진 나 해줬고 버려졌다 뭘 간절히 바라보고 있을까.
And also, it not only represents kind of like the reality of like them being in denial, but also, much like the lyrics talk about, like, why I was so hopeful towards something that wasn't even real, and like the hot night turned into cold or something. Like, these visuals like almost like represent me fantasizing and romanticizing our relationship, whereas the real visuals of like the VHS, the cropped ones that show real colors as well, that's the reality. Like, it's almost kind of like a bit of a, you know, I think I mentioned the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind when I was talking about the song. But yeah, this is beautiful. Damn. Love the after party aesthetics. That was beautiful. Holy shit. And then there is something. Oh, you just close the box and put that in the past. Because you finally can move on peacefully. Because you're no longer in denial, and you're no longer searching for something within that box. That box is no longer like the box is in the past, putting it in the rear view mirror basically, which is really, really cool. Like the after party aesthetic is like when like the actual party was the relationship, but when it's all said and done, you kind of like come to the realization that, it wasn't meant to be. But what I loved and what I commended ATEEZ for when I checked out the song for the first time in our album reaction is how mature and it almost like willing to take accountability for the fact that maybe I wasn't like the best. If this song is about a relationship of sorts, of any kind, like accepting accountability for the fact that maybe I wasn't like the best for you. You weren't the best for me, but it doesn't mean that I was perfect for you. So I wish you, if you feel the same way, I wish you something that is more than better. So no longer holding any grudges and being able to move on and not searching for that empty box anymore. And then like quite literally closing that box and, your song leaving it behind him. It was really, really beautiful. Even though this is just like a special clip with live vocals, which were absolutely beautiful. I really love like the extra added emotion with the live vocals. It was gorgeous and it was so much more, visceral and raw. But even though it's just a special clip, it's not necessarily a full-blown music video. They still did a phenomenal job of like creating an aesthetic that is fitting within like the relationship and coming to terms, and like the shots with Mingi and Hunjung with like the pretty aesthetics, and then the cropped in aesthetics of like what looks like a VHS tape or of some sort that is grainy with real muted colors and whatnot. It was really, really cool in terms of like symbolizing the Rama, Raman, Rama, Jesus fucking Christ, romanticizing. Oh my God, romanticizing the relationship and actually accepting for what it was, which is like the dam that I built all by myself that has collapsed because you offered me nothing but coldness, and then accepting the fact that that wasn't the best for you either. So if that's the case, I'm sorry and I wish you the best. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see us talk a little bit more about the song, then make sure to check out the original album reaction. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe.